A reading from the Gospel of Luke. Someone in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to share the inheritance with me." He replied to him, "Friend, who appointed me as your judge and arbitrator?" Then he said to the crowd, "Take care to guard against all greed. For though one may be rich, one's life does not consist of possessions." Then he told them a parable. There was a rich man whose land produced a bountiful harvest. He asked himself, "What shall I do? For I do not have space to store my harvest." And he said, "This is what I shall do. I shall tear down my barns and build larger ones. There I shall store all my grain and other goods. And I shall say to myself, now, as for you, you have so many good things stored up for many years. Rest, eat, drink, be merry." But God said to him, "You fool, this night your life will be demanded of you. And the things you have prepared, to whom will they belong? Thus will it be for all who store up treasure for themselves, but are not rich in what matters to God." We've all heard the cliche saying that money can't buy happiness, which by and large is true, the only exception being for those who are starving. So for today's gospel, the irony is, yes, the rich man has all the money, which ultimately doesn't buy him happiness. However, with his massive surplus of food, which he gains, could easily buy him happiness for those who are starving nearby. Yet, he ultimately chooses himself, and ultimately there is no happy ending for him. Why? Because he's selfish and doesn't use his wealth to help others, which probably would help make him happy. His priorities, in other words, are all mixed up. So for us, it would be fitting to look inward and think about the money we have in our possession. Then ask yourself if you are taking your money and being like the rich man and keeping it to yourself. Do you keep it to yourself even to the point where you actually buy more things for yourself? Just like the rich man who built a bigger barn to keep his surplus from others. Or do you take what you have and give it to others? Do you bring happiness to others by feeding the poor? Or spiritually feeding them in other ways? Sure, money can't buy you happiness, but maybe it can help bring happiness to others instead.